get into it. We asking, should we tell our kids the truth about Santa, or at least what age should children know about the Santa Claus story? We're going to talk about all that. Hold on, because we also listen to a couple new projects. Listen to BlockBusta by Busta Rhymes, and we listen to Wiz Khalifa's new project, Decisions. And we watch Squid Games The Challenge, and we also watch Eddie Murphy's new movie, Candy Cane Lane. We're going to talk about all that and movies, sports coming up. You kicking it with KC. Let's go, baby. All right, pop tops, popular topics that may or may not be talked about in the news. Yours truly, KCMC, 10 plus years experience in radio broadcasting. Let's go. So this first story is coming from balleralert.com. A pastor in Amarillo, Texas, sparked controversy by spreading his belief that Santa Claus isn't real to children outside Sleepy Hollow Elementary School, dressed as the Grinch with a sign reading, quote, "Santa is fake, Jesus is real." Parents confronted him, leading to an altercation where his sign was torn. Despite police intervention due to his unwanted presence, as he stood, it was across the street on a public sidewalk, so police couldn't do anything. David Harold Grisham claimed his First Amendment rights were obstructed. That's the name of the pastor. He later shared his experience on Facebook and announced plans to take his campaign on the road, seeking donations for his, quote, "Santa is fake" initiative. I hate to even really say that. Is Santa really even fake? For real, for real? Because Santa could be any and everybody that you want it to be. It depends on the story you want to flex. Overall, this pastor feels like he's doing the right thing by telling people, specifically the kids, Santa isn't real, Jesus is real. Santa is fake, Jesus is real. What makes anything real or fake? Does it have to be tangible? Because if that's the case, Jesus sure as hell ain't real either. So how you gonna prove that Jesus is real over Santa? How can you really prove that to the kids? They're hearing about all types of magical stuff that's Jesus doing, just like Santa. So they supposed to believe one over the other? Listen, this is a subjective conversation right here. But overall, there's no age that you can put on it. I think you should let kids' imaginations run wild. If you want them to believe in Santa, let them believe in Santa. But doing what this pastor did, tell them that, if anything, say Santa is fake, Jesus is fake, or say Santa is real and Jesus is real. But don't do one or the other, especially to the kids. That's what I don't agree with. Other than that, yeah, say both of them are fake. But that's just me. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments. Call into the show, 313-466-4386. That's very simple and quick. We about to switch up, and we're gonna talk about music and audio. I'm gonna take a sip of my drink. Oh, we listened to two projects. I forgot to put the graphic up for that stupid dude. Anyway, listen to two projects. One of them being from Busta Rhymes, man. BlockBusta. He put out a recent album on YouTube Music and all other platforms. No endorsement though. 19 tracks, 1 hour and 2 minutes. I like my projects to be between 30 minutes and 30 minutes. So I don't think it ain't just like some bull BS that they putting out. More than 45, I get bored. We all do. Out of 19 tracks, only 3 of them really stood out that made me listen to them like, dang, what's the name of this song? ROBOSHOTTA featuring Burna Boy, HOMAGE featuring Kodak Black, and If You Don't Know, Now You Know Part 2 featuring Big Tigger, which was the last song or track on the song on what's the name. Now, Kodak Black always makes a song pretty decent. His flow, his voice, everything. So that was pretty nice. Homage with him, that was pretty nice. They was kind of speaking to each other, how Kodak pays homage to the OGs and Busta Rhymes, how he appreciates them. ROBOSHOTTA was pretty nice with Burna Boy, just off the flow and the vibe. If you don't know, now you know. It was decent. It was Big Tigger basically interviewing Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes responded, but they were both rhyming, doing it in kind of like a song style. But Big Tigger's flow and style seems so fake, especially coming from me as an artist. I'm like, I don't believe it. These are nursery rhymes. I know you're not trying to go hard, but it didn't sell it to me. It seemed like it was stretched out. Big Tigger trying to rhyme as an interviewer. So I appreciate it for what it was. Great concept, but I didn't necessarily like the song overall. But it was decent. It was decent. But nonetheless, 3 tracks out of 19. The project wasn't bad. There's actually a couple songs that were nice on there. A significant portion, I must say. But only these 3 stood out to me in a good way, I guess you could say. But I would recommend it. Check out Busta Rhymes, BlockBusta. And let me know if you did check it out, and let me know what you think about it. Go off in the live chat in the comments, call into the show 313-466-4386. Another project I did listen to was Wiz Khalifa, Decisions. That ain't the flow of it, but I listened to this on YouTube Music, no endorsement. Shout out to YouTube though. 13 tracks, 34 minutes, boom, just within that duration I like. 30 minutes, if it's less than that, I think they just putting out some quick tracks real quick. It ain't a serious album. More than 45, I get bored. This is 34. Only one song that I know of was a single off of this. He put it out. It was called Up the Ladder. That was actually the last song on this project. And that's actually a pretty decent song, I will say. The only other song that stood out to me on here was called Tail Money. And that wasn't really even a song. It was just a vibe. That's all I can really describe it. It was a vibe, man. Tail Money was. So it was a nice vibe to listen to. Up the Ladder was a nice song. 2 tracks out of 13. It's probably like maybe 1 or 2 that was nice, but it was all right, man. It was all right. I like Wiz as an artist. I don't want to say I'm a fan, but I like Wiz. I appreciate what he has put out, contributed to the game, but wasn't one of my favorite projects from him. That's what I will say. But that's just me personally. Let me know what you think. If you did listen to it, if you even give a damn about Wiz Khalifa, you even listen to Wiz, you don't care. Anyway, go off in the live chat. In the comments, call into the show 313-466-4386. We did watch some movies, so let's talk about it. In the corn stream scenes I saw, movie and TV show review. Hold on, let me take a drink. All right, cool. Squid Games, The Challenge. This is actually a reality show that they made out of the actual show, scripted show that they wrote. On Netflix, by the way, no endorsement. This was actually 10 episodes. Now, to date, as of December 3rd, 2024, we've only watched 9 episodes, me and my girlfriend. We only watched 9 episodes. So, the 10th one is supposed to be the finale, the last one that shows the winner out of the last 3 that's standing. And I don't necessarily know who I think is going to win. It's the little Chinese lady. I forgot the other people that's still involved. I forgot. Who cares? I think it's a white man. I'm pretty sure I'm spot on with that. It's a white dude or somebody, and whatever. But anyway, another dude with a long beard. 2 white dudes. Now I think about it. But anyway, I don't know who's gonna win. It's turning for all types of loops. It's very interesting. I think it would have been nice to see how people would have solved some of these problems without watching the TV show. Now, I know it would have been a lot more hard, but it would have been interesting. But since we all saw the show, we all knew what to do with the cookie, and we all knew what to do with other stuff, but it was pretty interesting, pretty entertaining is what I will say. I wouldn't mind participating in it. I definitely wouldn't mind, even though there's been a couple alleged lawsuits coming out from some of the contestants about injuries or not having chapstick, so they had to use the lube on contraceptives. Like, you didn't have to do that. You wanted to do that. My lips get dry. I'm just gonna keep licking them, putting lotion on it, putting something on it. I ain't about to put contraceptive lube on it. That's wild. But anyway, a couple lawsuits came out about the show from some of the contestants. Obviously, they didn't win. I don't know who the winner is, but at the end of the day, congratulations. This was a very nice show. I wouldn't mind participating in one of them. Holla at me. But let me know what you think about Squid Games The Challenge, the reality show on Netflix. No endorsement. Go off in the live chat in the comments, call into the show 313-466-4386. I recommend it if you haven't seen it. I think it is one more show that we did watch. So, yeah, we checked this out. You seen Eddie Murphy's new movie Candy Cane Lane? We checked this out. This is on Prime Video, no endorsement. This was what, 2 hours? This is 2 hours, 1 minute. Basically, about 2 hours, bro. It's supposed to be a family comedy starring Eddie Murphy, Tracy Ellis Ross, Diana Ross's daughter, David Allen Greer made an appearance. Probably some other people I don't remember. But a man is determined to win the neighborhood's annual Christmas decorating contest. He makes a pact with an elf to help him win, and the elf casts a spell that brings the 12 days of Christmas to life, which brings unexpected chaos to town. So that lets you know it was like one of them corny, goofy kids movies. I equate this to Ice Cube's Are We There Yet? This is Eddie Murphy's kind of version of that. But it's a holiday movie. I understand. They getting that holiday bag. They're getting the family Christmas movie bag. Okay. Congratulations. Me as a consumer, I don't care about the money that you get. But, we check this out being a quote-unquote black movie and whatnot. But, yeah, this is a family movie. We got a 2-year-old right now. He didn't pay no attention to this. So your kid probably need to be about 7, 8, 9, 10 to really sit down and enjoy it. Other than that, don't nobody really want this. But I ain't hating, though. I ain't hating, though. But Candy Cane Lane, nice family movie comedy. I laughed a couple times just organically. Maybe this is just some OG comedy him and Eddie Murphy and David Allen Greer had. Other than that, it is what it is, man. Candy Cane Lane. I hear Eddie Murphy got a couple other movies that he's shooting that's coming out. Beverly Hills Cop 4 or 5 or whatever the heck may be. But we'll see what else Eddie Murphy puts out, man. We appreciate it. That's why we watch it. But that's all I had as far as movies, TV shows. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments. Call into the show 313-466-4386. Let's switch it up and let's talk about sports, baby. From the stands of a sports fan, my man. Let me take a drink real quick. All right. NFL. We in week 12. Let's get into it, man. So NFL, I'm skipping over the NBA real quick. So a couple updates from week 12. Thursday night football, which kicked it off, Seahawks versus Cowboys. Cowboys got the win, 35-38. Geno Smith starting off the game, connected with DK Metcalf. 73-yard slant pass straight for the touchdown. Looked good. DK Metcalf showed up in this game. Even though it was like a lot of flags thrown. I hate when the referees get in the game, pause. But Geno Smith, he threw a couple interceptions that were key. And therefore, that's why the margin of win was only about 3 points. So, Cowboys get another win. Who are they really playing? All right, America's team. Can't stand the Cowboys. Anyway, they got the win, man. Shout out to Dak Prescott, though. I'll give him the credit. Just starting off the Sunday games, man. Shout out to my Lions. Got another win today against the Saints on the road, I might add. They beat the Saints today. What was that? 33-28. Lions started off scoring. Boom, boom, boom. 3 touchdowns. First quarter, 21-0 off some Saints turnovers, some mistakes that they had going on. They end up catching up between the second and third quarter. Saints got the ball at halftime, but the Lions kept the lead the whole game. And the Lions, they just struggle with running quarterbacks, bro. They struggle with Taysom Hill this game. They struggle with Lamar Jackson, which we got smacked on by the Ravens. This is the thing, man. This game specifically, Sam Laporta showed up for the Lions. David Montgomery showed up. Jahmyr Gibbs showed up. Shout out to them. For the Saints, who was that? Chris Olave, dangerous. Alvin Kamara, dangerous. Showed up. So we have some things we still have to work on, specifically on defense, bro. Now, we should have scored more, but we put up 35, all right? And we scored 3 of the touchdowns in the first quarter, which means we didn't do too much any other quarters, other than maybe the fourth. But besides that, I want to say the Lions are on a good path. This game shouldn't have been that close, but shout out to my Lions, man. I don't want to continue about that. That's pretty much it. It was one thing that happened in this game I want to speak on, though. So Derek Carr did get injured in the fourth quarter, and Jameis Winston came out there. Now, here's the thing. Derek Carr got injured by Lions D lineman Bruce Irvin. He got a flag for personal foul, basically for tackling Derek Carr too aggressively. Let's say that. They say he put all his weight on him. It was like literally what you would call a perfect football tackle. Head on, boom, boom, drop him, put your weight on him. Now, from the stands of a sports fan, we'd like to see stuff like that. That's football. But they call that type of stuff on quarterbacks specifically. That's what I don't like about professional football right now, or football in general. Why is it okay for me to hit anybody else like that? Specifically the wide receiver who's just as vulnerable, if not more vulnerable than the quarterback. The quarterback, yeah, everybody's coming towards you in the initial play. In the initial couple seconds, you got the ball. You have to hurry up and make a decision. And they come from anywhere. I get it. But with the wide receiver, it's their job to run their route and just instantly look up for the ball, jump forward. Their body completely vulnerable. They only have to focus on the ball. If you end up looking at a defender while you're trying to catch the ball, more likely you'll drop it. So people will say, oh, he ain't paying attention to the ball. He looking for the people that's about to tackle him. Well, yeah, I'm not trying to injure my ribs, man. So why we got to treat the quarterback more special than any other position is what I'm talking about. So he got a personal flag for that. That's what I didn't appreciate. That was a perfect football tackle, if you ask me. That's what I don't like about football right now, specifically the NFL. That's just me personally. But let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments. Call into the show, 313-466-4386. We got the Eagles playing the 49ers currently right now. The other games playing. We'll do another show talking about the rest of the games later on in the week, or maybe later on tonight. We do have to talk about the other big weekend that did just happen, by the way, and that's in NCAA football, college football. Let's get straight to it, man. So the bowl games were this weekend. We had number 2 Michigan playing number 18 Iowa. Michigan gave them goose egg, 26-0. Michigan gets the dub today. That day. Congratulations to number 2 Michigan. Couple notes on that game, by the way, obviously, that I want to speak on. Now, specifically, it was something else in the NFL I wanted to speak on that didn't go through. But we'll go back to that. Pause. So, with that game, Michigan ranked number 1 now. Now that Georgia done lost. We'll get into that later. Michigan is number 1 for the first time in 26 seasons. Now they play number 5 Alabama in the Rose Bowl on January 1st. That's a big key thing I just want to put out there. We'll continue to go back to that. Moving forward, number 1 Georgia, like we said, they lost. Took a loss to number 8 Alabama. Go back in the episode. You might have seen that I said I wanted Alabama to get this quote-unquote upset against Georgia, and they did win. So I predicted this. Give me my money and my props, first and foremost. But Alabama got the win against Georgia. It was a good game until like the third quarter, second half. Alabama turned up the brakes and they started to separate themselves. Georgia, they went up 27-17. I think Georgia scored 24, 27 in the fourth quarter, but just not enough to get back. Alabama stopped Georgia's 29-game win streak. 29-game win streak. Alabama stopped. That's true, Alabama. I want to hate too, but that's Alabama. They showing up, bro. So we're going to get into the results of that game. Actually, yeah, we're going to get into the results of that game. But for right now, number 3 Washington, they beat number 5 Oregon. Michael Penix Jr. doing what he had to do with Washington. They actually moved up. It was a close game into the fourth quarter. Michael Penix Jr. did what he had to do to save him and separate themselves. They say big players show up in big games. I probably believe that, but this is when he had to shine, and he did. So shout out to Michael Penix. Then number 4, Florida State, undefeated, by the way. They end up beating number 15, Louisville. Now, let me talk about what happened as a result of all this. Now, number 2, Washington. Actually, before I do that, number 4, Florida State. They remain unbeaten, but they are now officially not in the college football playoffs. Number 4, Washington State, even though they were like 13-0 now, they have been pushed out of the number 4 slot. So now, as of right now, number 4 is... All right, so now we got to go to it live. I didn't expect that I had to do this. All right, so we're going to start this over. This is what I want to say. First and foremost, now with all that being said, Georgia taking a loss, Michigan getting the win, Florida State getting the win, Washington getting the win. Now we currently at the new rankings. Michigan number 1, 13-0. Washington number 2, 13-0. Texas is number 3, 12-1. Florida State number 4, 13-0. And Alabama is now number 5 at 12-1. Now, guess what happens in the college football playoffs now? Alabama will be playing Michigan, ranked at number 5. Alabama playing Michigan. And number 2, Washington will be playing number 3, Texas, in the Sugar Bowl, all on January 1st. If you didn't notice, Number 4, Florida State is not going to be in the college football playoffs. They feel like college football committee, playoff committee said they feel like because they lost their quarterback, star quarterback, Travis Jordan, they feel like Florida State really has no chance. They say you're going to make the game uninteresting. We'd rather have Alabama show up, who took a loss to Texas, by the way, and they're with Texas, than to have Georgia in there, Ohio State in there. Both who were ranked number 1 in this season, but will not be featured in the college football playoffs. Now, do I think Michigan should be featured? Absolutely. I'm biased on that end. Then we had, what did I say? Washington, number 2. Michael Penix Jr., I've seen him all season pretty much. Not all every game, but he showed up. This is why they're undefeated. Now, Texas, I don't agree with them being number 3. Florida State, yeah, you could be number 4, if not number 3. Actually, Florida State number 3. Now, if anything, I can see it being a battle between Alabama and Texas. Maybe Ohio State and maybe Georgia. Georgia just took a loss to Alabama. That's cool. But other than that, I think it was too close to be putting Florida State out of it. So at the end of the day, now you got Michigan versus Alabama. You got Washington versus Texas, January 1st. Michigan versus Alabama is going to be a very dangerous test for Michigan. Very dangerous test for Michigan. It's very necessary because those southern schools feel like those northern schools ain't really playing no real ball for real, no tough bully ball. So we will see if the Big Ten or these northern schools can really battle against these southern schools in a big championship history division, type school like Alabama. Then you got Washington against Texas. I see Washington getting a win. Texas will be very dangerous. They only lost to Oklahoma in a very good rivalry game, but Washington, Michael Penix Jr. are very dangerous. So I see Washington and possibly Michigan. I'm going to ride with Michigan. Pause. Alabama is going to be crazy for Michigan, though. Can we talk about it? Quick second. Can we talk about it? Alabama and Michigan is going to be crazy. Do I honestly think Michigan is ready for Alabama? No. No. But Alabama has been very wishy-washy this season and probably like the last 2 seasons or so. So I feel like their weakness has been exposed. They're not as strong as they used to be, and they can be exposed again. Now, I think Jim Harbaugh has to stay in the game, which he is as of right now. He's going to be the coach. And they got to get ready for some physical ball. Pause. So Michigan, Alabama, I hope it's close. I hope it's close. I anticipate it being close. But I'm going to ride with Michigan all the way. Michigan in Washington in the national championship, January 8th in Houston. That's my prediction. And Michigan gets to win this. They are the national champions. I'm predicting it right here on Kick It with KC from the stands of a sports fan. That's just what I think. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show 313-466-4386. I think that's pretty much it. Man. So we about to get up out of here in the show. First, it was a situation where I'm about to go to my friend's daughter's birthday. She's turning 12. Her birthday party. And I'm like, what do you get a 12-year-old girl nowadays? What do you get a 12-year-old girl in 2023, 2024? I have no idea. I got her a camera that prints out pictures last year. I feel like that was good, but what I'll get this year? My girlfriend suggests to get her a Victoria's Secret / pink gift card. I'm like, Victoria's Secret? Bro, I cannot see myself giving my friend's daughter a Victoria's Secret gift card. She's like, no, it's pink too. They got more than just underwear. They got different accessories and stuff. I'm like, no, bro, I feel uncomfortable giving my friend's daughter, 12-year-old daughter, a Victoria's Secret gift card. Maybe she has a point, but I feel uncomfortable with it. But let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments. Call into the show, 313-466-4386. I'm getting up out of here, man. Before I do that, do me a favor, kick it with KCMC on all social media at KIWKCMC. On Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, all that at KIWKCMC. And show some love to my sponsor too, man. Team Elite. They on all social media also at TEAMELITE 313 on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Check out they athleisure apparel, t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, tech fleece, jogger sets, and more on their website, teamelite313.com. Ask your mom, baby. Thank you for kicking with KC. If you got this far in the video, do me a favor, hit that like button, please, and thank you. Make sure you also hit that subscribe button, hit the alert so you know when I'm going live. Might pull up on you at any time, so I appreciate that love. Make sure you share it, tell a friend and tell a friend. That's everything you can do for the free ski love. Thank you. But if you got a couple dollars, donate to the show so we can grow. Got the Cash App right here, so please hit that up. Check out my singles featuring Techmatic. We got Juice and Hands and Knees. Everything is in the description below, including the sources to all our sites today. I mean, our main Pop Tops article, man. Other than that, appreciate you. Show love. We out of here.